Good Sunday morning. Just got back from my walk. It's later today because it's Sunday, and I had to watch church online first, and it was really good. It's a good sermon. If you think you're interested, hop over to New Hope Church's YouTube channel, and it'll be playing every couple of hours all day long. They'll be streaming it. It was super good. It was really, really good. That's all I'm gonna say. So you might think that I was listening to worship music while I was walking today, but I had already listened to some worship music. So today I listened to some Dolly, and I'm not really a big country fan. And Dolly's, she's country, she's bluegrass. Sometimes she was crossover into pop too, but here's the thing about Dolly. You can think of her as country if you want, but honestly, there's just a Dolly genre. She's just a genre all by herself. So if you like Dolly, don't feel bad. Dolly's amazing. So I won't say it was quite as motivational as Meghan Trainor, just because some of the songs were slower and some of them I had to skip through. But maybe I need to make a Dolly playlist. Or if somebody out there's got a Dolly playlist of fast Dolly songs, then send it my way, because you know what else I had to do today? I was not real happy about this, but I did it anyway. Like a quarter of a mile into my walk, Amazon Music just quits on me. And it did it yesterday while I was in the car. And I don't know what's going on with that. I guess I need to look into it. I don't know. Does Amazon conflict with an iPhone? Y'all tell me. I have no idea. It was frustrating. So for like half a mile, I've got my phone out, messing with it. And so what I ended up doing is getting like the 3-month free trial for iTunes. So I hope they didn't charge my car. I don't know how much that costs, but I couldn't do the walk. I could, but I didn't want to do the walk without some music, because it's just been really, really, really helpful for me. So I'm an iTunes subscriber now, apparently. But it helped, and I'll tell you why. Because I set a goal today. I wanted to beat my my average mile time from yesterday. I mean, and I said yesterday it wasn't great. It was 22 minutes and 58 seconds. But guess what? I crushed it. 21 minutes, 31 seconds per mile today. And instead of yesterday I did 2.06, today I did 2.11. Now, that's not that much more, but I'm okay with that, because towards the end, I was getting really hot and really sweaty, and I wasn't worried, but I didn't want to push. When I had yesterday, I pushed for an extra half a mile, more than what I had been doing. So, I didn't want to go crazy. I didn't want to, make it like a dangerous situation. Anytime you start some kind of exercise or diet program, if you sign up for something, they always tell you check with your doctor first. Well, that's for a good reason, because if you have any underlying health conditions or whatever, you should talk to your doctor about it first. And I don't necessarily have any underlying health conditions except for obesity, and when you're obese, your organs are at increased risk at any point in time. So I know that I can push myself to a point, but I don't want to push myself to a dangerous point. It was getting tough there at the end, but I will say, you really can count on Dolly, because right there in that last 0.25 mile of the very end of my walk, the song came on, "Why You Come In Here Looking Like That." That's a good one. That one's fast. That's the one you can sing to. And all those Dolly Parton songs are kind of familiar, I'm sure. People probably think I'm crazy singing while I'm walking with headphones in, but nobody can hear me unless, somebody else is walking or running. I don't care. That's one thing. I'm going to talk about that later too. Yeah. So I'm not making any excuses or apologies about singing while I'm walking because I like it. It makes me happy. Wore a different pair of tennis shoes today. Again, I'm going to make you guys that video on tennis shoes and feet. And really, I'm probably going to end up talking about feet, knees, and hips. I had some pain in my foot today. Yesterday, which is a recurring pain. And I'll talk about that in that video too. I'll tell you a little bit about that and tell you a little about my TENS unit that I use. And if you don't know what a TENS unit is, then you should probably watch that video and find out what it is. I also, as far as gear today, I have on these leggings. Like, I have a friend with me today too. That's Bo the cat, if you don't know her. I have on these, and that's the only mesh part. It only, it doesn't go any higher than my knees, but this is just a little funny story. But these were the first pair that I bought, and when I bought them, it was the only pair of the capris in my size at the Walmart at 40-42. And so I showed them to Lauren because I was really excited about it, just because I felt like it was going to be, helpful for exercising. And she goes, I asked her, I was like, do you like these? Because she loves leggings. That's all she wants to wear. I was like, would you want to have some like this? And I really wasn't thinking so much about the mesh as I was just about the capri and the material. And she goes, well, I think those look good on you, Mom, but maybe not. They might not look good on me. And I was like, okay, all right. I know what that means. So we'll find her something else. That's perfectly fine. I know what that code is. So that's everything about gear. The last thing I want to talk about, I'm going to keep this a little bit shorter today. I felt like the last two have gone on and on and on. Yesterday was a little bit random even, but I was trying to be a little more structured in what I was sharing today. But I've been thinking really hard, even prior to this journey with the exercising. And before I forget, I lost a pound today. So that's good news. That's encouragement to stick with us. But the thing that I was thinking about is kind of along the lines I was talking about a couple of days ago, about how we're all beautiful, no matter what our shape or our size or our hair or makeup or our personality. Kindness is always attractive. And I'm not going to include kindness in this whole thing, because if you're not kind, if you're mean to people, that's not beautiful. It's just not. So I'm not including this in all of the other things that we outwardly tend to think of as unattractive. All of those outward things can be attractive just because they're part of you. If you're not kind, if you're not loving to others, then yeah, that's ugly on the inside. So I'm not talking about that right now, but I'm talking about personality as far as just who you are and how you relate to others, whether you are quiet or loud, whether you are happy all the time and, extra joyful or calm and peaceful, or whether you are outgoing, if you are an extrovert or an introvert, or if you are creative or analytical, all these different things. And there's many more words and many more, aspects that you could talk about someone's personality. But But I was thinking about that too, and how it's so freeing when you can be yourself. And I think that over the years, I have had a difficult time being myself, being who I am, because I think that others' expectations of me are something different, for various reasons and in various settings. When I was a little kid, I was wide open. Singing, dancing, talking to everybody, answering every question at school, silly, fun, loved everybody. But that kind of waned as I got closer to 9, 10 years old, when like the hormones kick in and you change and you realize other people are noticing your behavior and your looks and everything else about you. And I can remember being told, yeah, not right now. You don't need to put on a show right now. Can you be quiet, please? Can you, don't wear that. That doesn't look nice for where we're going. If it was something loud or, something trendy or just who knows what I might have thrown on. Like that personality, if you knew my daughter when she was really little, and you know what I'm talking about, like that was me in a nutshell. And she's the same way. She's grown into a much more calm, introspective, doesn't want anybody to notice her kind of person. And I hope she doesn't mind me giving her as an example, but just to show you the change and what that catalyst for change is. From that point in time, so like 4th, 5th grade, up until almost till now, I'm careful about how I portray myself, what kind of personality I show to everyone else. As a teenager, I was volatile. I was hormonal, emotional, tired, sleep deprived. I was a mess at home. But at school, I was the cheerleader, the softball player, the editor of the newspaper, in the service club, did church. That was me at school. Never got in trouble. Never had detention once in high school ever. Like perfectionist. That was me. Now I could still be silly with my friends and, be a goofy teenager sometimes too, but at school or, when it mattered, I was exactly doing what I was supposed to be doing. But as I grew up, got married, became a teacher, became a leader in my church at times, in recent years, sometimes I feel like I can't let my personality show. I can't be loud, or I can't be silly. I can't make jokes. I can't say a cuss word. Can't wear certain things, that I have to be, have a certain, certain stereotype about me, I guess, is one way to put it. But I've just been thinking a lot. I've really been thinking about this for about a year. But especially over these past few weeks, as I have been, doing so much reflecting, I want to be myself. I want people to know me for who I am. And yeah, I am a peaceful person, because of my relationship with Jesus. That's true. But I can also be loud, and I can also be funny, and I like to wear trendy things, and I like big earrings, and I like to do my hair in different ways, and you know, there's probably a million examples that I could give you, but there's more to me than being a teacher, and there's more to me than being a mom, and there's more to me than being a worship leader. All those things are a huge part of my life. I'm an intelligent person. Not just teacher intelligent, but this sounds braggy. I don't mean braggy, but I don't mean to be braggy, but I have a very analytical mind. I know a lot of things. I probably have a lot of information. I could probably beat a lot of you at trivia. Like, I hear things and remember them, but that's not to say I'm better than anybody. But like, you probably don't know that about me if you know me. If we went to school together, you might know that. But me as an adult, you probably don't know that there are probably many other careers besides being a teacher that I could have gone into and would have done well with. But I tend not to, reveal those parts of my personality because they don't fit with other people's expectations of me. So I want to encourage you today with a couple of things. Sunday, so I really couldn't let that go by without giving you at least a little bit of scripture. So this one goes back to what we were talking about 2 days ago. Psalm 139, 13 through 15. I'm sorry, it's taken me so long to get this up on my computer. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. You are who you are on purpose. Your insides, your personality, your intelligence, whatever it is, you are that way because God made you that way, because He has a special calling on your life, and those parts are developed to live out your calling exactly as He intended for you to live it out. And I promise you that's true. Sometimes I know in my life there's times when I don't feel like I'm worthy of living out His calling, but He always seems to find some way to remind me that I am. So think about that today. There's another verse that says, and again, this backs up to what we were talking about a couple days ago about your outward appearance. 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. He made your heart special. He made your heart a reflection of Him. Everything about you is just right. So be yourself. And that advice is not just to you, it's to me. I'm working on that. I want to be myself. I want every part of me to be apparent in the right time, because that's how God made me, and that is how I'm going to live out my calling. Now, I'm going to pop right back over to something secular, because if you've listened the last couple of days, I've been listening to Megan Trainor. I'm not kidding you, man. It's good stuff. Like, it's inspirational. It's motivational. If you're looking for something to try while you're walking or running or whatever your kind of exercise you're doing, or whatever kind of task you're doing, you might want to check out some Megan Trainor. So I heard this song that I didn't know before. It's called I Love Me, and it features the one and only Lunch Money Lewis. Okay, I have no idea who that is, but your kids might, my kids might, maybe you do, I don't know. But I know who my audience is, so I'm thinking y'all might not know who it is. But anyway, the song is so good. The lyrics say, I love me, I love me. I don't know about you, but baby, I love me. And then one of the verses says, they're going to say all kinds of things. They'll make jokes about my name. They're going to try to clip my wings, but I'm going to fly. They'll try to play me like a game. I'll bet they're too scared of the fame. But I can see clear when looking at the mirror saying, God made me just right. So I'm going to link that in the comments below for you so that you can listen to that if you've never heard it before. Because, man, that was good. It was good. I heard it a couple of days ago, and I've been playing it a whole bunch. Plus, it's just fun, as you can imagine, because it's Meghan Trainor. All right, you guys. That's it for today. Be yourself. Go do you. Try your best not to worry what other people are thinking. Dance like nobody's watching. Do your thing. Go get it. Have a great Sunday.